Well, hello there, it's Beards and Bangers. Yes, I'm with a friend, because today we are looking at something that's small and mighty. Not Rachel herself. We're going to look at an MG Midget. So MG had, they always had midgets. They had the J-type, T-type, they had other types going way back to the 1930s, of course. But in 1961, they took the Austin Healey Sprite and badge engineered it and really sort of ran with it, because the Sprites, of course, disappeared later on. Frog Eye Sprite was the first one. Then we had the Austin Healey Sprite Mark II, which became the MG Midget Mark I. Now, they had a bit of a, let's have a little look at Rachel's. We have seen this car before on video, because these guys were at Brill a few weeks ago when it was a heat wave, and now we're in the end of September and it's bloody freezing. But we've still got the top down, so we're going to have a bit of top down action. And take this lovely, this is my favourite kind of midget. It's a 1971, oh, I do apologise, 1972 round wheel arch 1275 midget. They didn't change a lot over their time. So 1961 to 1979, with cars still being sold in 1980. They didn't change an awful lot, but this for me is the sweet spot. The round wheel arches, the lovely chrome bumpers, of course. We won't go into rubber bumper midgets because it gets very controversial and people start pulling hair out and all kinds of stuff like that, a bit weird. But these for me are the beautiful ones. We must excuse the fact the badge has fallen off. It's not been debadged deliberately. The badge has just disappeared. So the adhesive has failed. We're in the middle of Oxfordshire countryside, as we always seem to be doing these videos, but hey, it's our local area, so that's what we do. But we're going to have a good look over these cars. So what is it about the Midget? They started out with an 848cc engine, always twin carbs, but quite a small engine, and that of course was taken from the Sprite. They then went up to the 1098, so the longer stroked A series, which of course a bit more power but less torque. They're not the torquiest engine. But in 1968, I think it was, they put the 1275 in. So the controversial thing was they detuned it, so it wasn't a Cooper S spec. It was a slightly detuned 1275. Cooper S heads at the time had, because they had such big exhaust and inlet and exhaust valves, the wall between each valve was quite slim, so they did have stuff from cracking. Of course, that got improved later on. So you can, with these, very easily get the Cooper S head or one of the machined heads that people use to tune Minis, and you can make a very high compression version of these cars, and you know, you can do some lovely slides and wheel spins and all that kind of stuff. But they are nice. And of course, after 1975, they got rid of the A series engine. They put the standard 4-cylinder engine in, which was in the Herald, sorry, not the Herald, Spitfire, and the rubber bumpers came in just to satisfy that American market. And yeah, things maybe got a bit controversial, but luckily my friend Rachel's got the best midget in my opinion, the round wheel arch with the 1275cc engine. So we'll have a little look over it. Now, that driving position, you're quite low down, so you could be doing 40 miles an hour, but you feel like you're doing 80. You've got this lovely, even though it's a small car, I mean, these are tiny, they're two and a bit metres long. They're not big. I think the wheelbase is 2 metres, so it's probably, yeah, 2.5 metres long in total. But you feel like you're in something massive because you're going so quick. You feel like you're going quickly because your bum's only 6 or 8 inches off the floor. You've got this lovely long bonnet, which but it's still very drivable because you can see exactly what you're doing. It's got a face. I love cars with faces, and it's almost got a smile. So that grille, I love the black plastic grille is really nice. Black and silver number plate on this one, which again just adds to that kind of period feel. But it's got such a happy little face, isn't it? I know doing a video once on MGFs and TFs, and the MGF looks really sad, MGTFs look really angry, but these just look happy. And when we go for a drive, you'll understand why. British Racing Green, lovely kind of bright work. It's in really good condition. So chrome bumpers, got chrome surround, chrome bezels on the headlights. Was it late 60s? The midget bumpers became painted black. You've got midget or midget painted there. There's your jacking point. That's something to watch out for when you buy one of these. They do like to rot. Originally, of course, these would have been on road style wheels. Rachel's put these lovely sort of gunmetal, what's that, gunmetal? I'm not very good with colours, but yeah, gunmetal mini lights, which do suit it. Some really nice tyres on it. Tiny little doors. We have got a boot. We've got a little boot. Of course, we'll look under the bonnet in a minute, but we've got a tiny little boot under there. Look at that. With some classic oil and various bits and bobs. Isn't that fantastic? We'll pop that down in a sec. But you have got some storage there, so it's not bad. You've got storage behind the seats. But these very much are a second car. So let's open the hood, as the Americans would say, and have a little look at that A-Series magic. So we used to sing A-Series engines, of course, in their transverse layout in minis. We do look at a lot of minis on this channel. But here's our A-Series engine mounted longitudinally. Twin 1¼ inch SU carbs. You could easily go up to 1.5 inches just to give a bit more power, obviously be more thirsty. Rachel's got K&N pancake air filters, so you get a nice little induction noise. But yeah, lovely red HT leads. But yeah, it's quite accessible. Even though the bonnet, you've not got a lot of headroom to get under there, you can work on these cars so easily because everything you need to get to is pretty much there. We've got our blower motor. We have got good heaters in these, of course, because you need it when you've got your top down in the middle of winter. Fuel filter, we've got our black rocker cover, alternators down there, that's been replaced, I believe. Dizzy, of course, and we've got a little screen wash bottle over there. Batteries right up there, can you see it, right at the back? And we've got no servo brakes, so we've just got some brake fluid and clutch fluid reservoirs there, expansion tank down there, and our radiators in there with our lovely yellow British Leyland fan. Very easy to work on. Easy to service, easy and cheap to service as well. These aren't expensive cars to maintain by any stretch of the imagination. Let's have a little look inside as a delivery lady drives past smiling. So we'll have a little look inside, then we'll have a little chat with the owner of the vehicle, who's fairly famous because she was on a video a few weeks ago. Tiny little doors. I'm not going to get back in it. I've already got in it once, and it's a bit of a struggle when you're slightly overweight and slightly creaky after being ill. Door handle is there. You've got a grab handle there, windy windows, quarter lights. They were a later addition on Midgets. They didn't always come with quarter lights. But this is the best part. I'm going to have to sit in it because I want to look at this lovely dashboard. Lovely little, I think that's a Moto Liter steering wheel. It is a Moto Liter steering wheel because it says Moto Liter there. Indicators there. We've got Smith's instruments, which are just, quite frankly, a thing of beauty. So speedo going up to 100. Rev counter, of course, that works perfectly, like all 1970s cars. That doesn't bounce around and look like you're doing 7,000 RPM when you're in fact only doing 1,000. But that lovely amber and red you get on these Smith styles. Couple of little lights up here for your indicator. Headlights, wash wipe, something else, don't know what it is. Choke, screen wash. Don't know what that one is. What's that one, Rach? Ejector seat. Heater?
Heater.
Heater. We have got an interior light. Water and oil temperature is combined. I think your gauge is actually.
I think it is,
Yeah. And a fuel tank there. We've got this lovely little kind of strut in the windscreen. Delightful little windscreen. It's just so lovely. Real long kind of footwells as well. No glove box. It is what it is. They're great. Look at it. It's just nice black vinyl seats. Who doesn't like a bit of vinyl? It's just really nice. So, enough of me rabbiting on. Let's have a little chat with the owner of the car. Here she is. So yes, Rachel very kindly. You don't often let people drive this car, do you?
No, you're one of two.
Really?
Yes.
I feel
privileged.
deeply honoured.
Yeah.
So Rachel's from the Aylesbury area, which means she's a good person.
You're one of us. Yeah.
one of the brethren. So you've had this car 3 years, I think.
Yeah.
How does it make you feel? Why did you buy a Midget?
Oh gosh, I wanted a British classic car, and I wanted something small and roofless. And
Ruthless or roofless?
Roofless.
Oh, roofless.
Both. And I was just scrolling Facebook Marketplace, and this turned up. I originally was looking at Sunbeam Alpines.
Wow, that's a bit different.
Yeah, because there's a film with Michael Caine.
Yeah.
And there's a lovely lady driving a white Sunbeam Alpine. But then I sort of came across this, and that was it really.
So when you saw this car, when you got in it for the first time, how did it make you feel? What did
I was smiling.
What did it do to you?
I was uncontrollably smiling constantly
Like
for
a
the next
lunatic.
hour. Yeah, and I think that still happens today. It's just an incredible experience. It's just so much fun.
Brilliant. So will you come for a drive with me in the car? Because I think it'd be good to have a chat and do that.
That'd be brilliant.
Fantastic. Let's go for a drive. So here we are, we're in the beautiful Oxford Country Club with Rachel, the owner, who's a younger person who really likes the older things. Just coming out of this village in third gear is pulling beautifully. I don't care if the wind noise is distracting. I think it's great. But I'm very privileged because Rachel seldom lets people drive these cars. But yes, it's tiny. Yeah, we don't know each other that well, but we will.
We're going to get to know each other.
We will do in the next half an hour. But you're very cosseted. Lovely little steering wheel. The gear change is so crisp. But what it is that A series sound up front. But because it's got a stainless steel exhaust on it, it just sounds absolutely epic. Now, I insisted the top was down, and I insisted Rachel come with me. So remind the viewers, I know we had this in the video of Brill, but when did you get this car?
Just over 3 years ago, in January 2022.
Okay.
From that lovely man in the video.
Yes.
From John, yeah.
So both of the sellers of your cars were at that show?
It was lovely, actually. It was quite a full circle moment. It was really nice to see both of them again.
We haven't got servo-assisted brakes, I've just realised.
No,
we're not in an MGB.
No.
So we'll have to be a bit careful.
Be careful around the corner. I mean, you can really send it into the corners.
Well, maybe I won't do that.
Maybe not.
But yeah, and you obviously had a few things gone wrong, which is part of the privilege of owning a 50-something-year-old car. But how does it make you feel when you drive it?
Oh God, it's indescribable, isn't it? I mean, it just has so much soul and so much character, and with the roof down, the wind blaring in your face. Yeah. It's exhilarating, and it's not even that fast a car. The engine isn't that big, but it's just.
Ooh, bumpy road.
I know, it's terrible.
Blimey.
These potholes, I know. You know, you think you're doing about 80, you look down at the speedometer and you're doing 45.
Yeah. That's the same with the small A series car. You know, I remember when I had my first Mini, because your bum's only 6 inches off the ground. You feel like you're in an F1 car.
Yeah.
But that sound is just. I'm hoping the microphone's picking it up, but it's just absolutely epic. We'll go very easily. Of course, Oxfordshire is.
It's a 20 mile an hour.
20 miles an hour everywhere.
Yeah.
Some bright spark decided that was a good idea. Oh, I know where we are.
And I'm thinking there's a turning to the left just before Swindon that will take you around the White Horse and some lovely
Let's give it some beans. That is lovely. That is so nice. I say it's got to be 17 years since I had my midget. So mine was yellow. So this is.
And what year was yours?
74, so it's a very late round wheel.
I was going to say still like 1275.
Yeah,
not
very late.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not the nicest day, but no, I don't care.
But the roof down, you can still do this in November.
Yeah.
It's as long as they haven't salted the roads, I'm out as late as I possibly can.
Absolutely,
roof down.
absolutely.
The heating's good enough.
Yeah. So of course MG they stopped building these in 1979, last sort of year of sales was 1980. Mm-hmm. Excuse me, and it was another 16 years before there was another MG 2C car. Yeah. Because of course the MGF didn't come along till 1995. And then of course we know what happened 10 years later. So it was a bit of a gap. Obviously there were MGs in the 80s, there was badge engineered Austin and Road products. We had the MG Maestro, MG Metro, MG Montego, and the RV8. Okay, that was early 90s, but that was just a slightly modified MGB. Let's be brutally honest about it. So they had that hiatus for me. This is a proper MG because it goes back to the J type, the T type, which were also called Midget. But it just puts a smile on your face. And I think the nice thing is Rachel's very keen. You're keen to keep the car stock, aren't you?
Yeah.
Other than your stainless steel.
The mini lights and the
your mini lights and your stainless steel exhaust.
Yeah.
But you can really tune these up and make a high compression, something near a Cooper S in terms of specification. So putting out around 100 brake horse, you then got to watch your back end doesn't decide to kick out. But no, I need to tell me when this left turn is, otherwise I'll, I missed it already.
No, you're good. It's the next left turn, you're fine. It'll just get us off the main road and onto some really nice country roads. Okay. And there's a couple of tunnels where you can hear the exhaust. Really.
Oh, we'll make sure we go. We'll get the camera facing forward in a sec, then, and then we'll have a bit of a whiz round there. So.
Just the left up here.
Okay. Let's go. Okay, we've got a bit of front-facing action. We've got some beautiful scenery. That is just addictive. That sounds. Oh.
Apart from when you crunch my gears.
Sorry.
It's alright. We'll scratch that bit out.
No, we'll leave it in. It's reality. So I was a bit too keen with the gear changing there.
Third is quite. It's the more challenging one, I find. It can slip quite easily.
Yeah. But this is for me. These are the sweet spot with the midgets. The 848's pretty underpowered. The 1098 was too long a stroke for an engine, so you didn't have that. That's a nice torque. And then of course the later cars had the standard standard Triumph engine, which I think was a mistake.
Yep.
And of course that came with rubber bumpers and increased ride height. And
I have a very strong opinion on rubber bumpers.
Go on, tell me. What's your strong opinion?
I despise them, and I think it's even worse when you debumper them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I think for a starter classic, if the 1500 is what you can afford, then I think it's brilliant.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think it's a fun little car. And the rubber bumpers I can kind of look past. Or if you're doing hill climbs, I think great. But
yeah.
I think I don't know. They don't do it for me.
Have you done any hill climbing in this?
No. I think the most I've done is I've gone up the course.
Oh, here we are. Bridge.
There you go.
Whoa! I like that.
I think the most I've done is run Cop Hill when Cop Hill wasn't on.
Right.
Kind of done that circuit a few times, but I think hill climbing would be fantastic. If you could sort of gut a 1500
yeah.
and get that really sturdy, I bet that would be so much fun.
But this is great, we're just pottering around, we're in the little lanes between Swindon and Oxford. It's one of my favourite parts of the country. I still consider it almost my local area.
Yeah.
So Rachel's saying it's nice to be driven. I'm quite surprised. Most people find my driving a bit aggressive, but
it'll do.
Thanks. But this is delightful. This really is absolutely lovely. Right, we'll get this lovely little midget back. Buy one of these. Just buy one.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I think just
buy
get one. Just buy one.
Yeah.
No other cars. No contest. Just buy one.
So we'll get back and we'll conclude the video.